Speak Easy Studios. Speak and be heard.
What effect does stress have on your life? How does it affect your relationships? What about your business? My name is Lynn LaSalle of It's Why, and my clients call me the identity coach because they discover how to take back control of who they want to be and how they react to stress. This message needed to get out to a larger group of people. So I created a group that helps people identify and manage the stress they never realized they had. We're going to explore questions that challenge you to find your inner power that got buried so deep within because of that stress, and take back control of the situations that cause that stress in your daily life. A small change can make the biggest difference. You make the difference. Welcome back to this week's episode of IPP Thursday. This week, we're going to talk about, what's most important about scheduling one-to-one meetings? What comes up for you when you think about that? Are those one-to-one meetings social? Are they business? Are they a combination of both? Are they a sales pitch? What are you looking to accomplish? So I invite you to think about, what do you want to walk away from these one-to-one meetings with? What's the goal? I know I have had many one-to-ones, and I've had many different experiences. So when I say that, I mean, I've had some experiences where we just kind of get together. We kind of tell each other about our businesses and our list of services and who's our best customer. And that's kind of what we talked about when we scheduled the one-on-one to begin with. And then we kind of part ways and we kind of never reach out to each other again. It's not exactly what I'd like to walk away with. For me personally, I want to walk away with a connection. I want to learn more about who that person is. Why do they do the business that they're in? What's important about it to them? What's their passion? I want to know what's important to them. That's my answer. And everybody's answer is not going to be the same. And the questions we want to ask different people are also going to change from time to time because we're all different. We're all in different industries. We all may have different responsibilities. Some of us may have families, some of us not. So when we get together for these one-on-one meetings, every conversation is never going to be identical. So think about, what do you want to walk away with when you schedule with someone to meet with them? Another question I have for you today is, have you ever been pleasantly surprised after meeting with someone if you weren't confident that that meeting was going to end up being beneficial? I know it's happened to me, and that's what led me to bring this question to you today. So if you don't think that it's happened to you, then maybe think back to some of those one-on-one meetings that you can recall. What was notable about it? What was uneventful about it? What happened in those one-to-one meetings that became meaningful connections? Possibly even referrals. What was different in each of those meetings? And how can you potentially create the positive reaction by figuring out what that was that made that notable difference, where you walked away from a one-on-one feeling really good about that meeting, and it led to other things? I've spoken to many different people about this topic, and it's very interesting that I've gotten a variety of different answers, which is why I bring the questions to you today. So I'm going to invite you to post your thoughts below this podcast so that for those people who may not have come up with the thoughts that you have, you can kind of pay forward that advice and help them maybe change the way they look at how they schedule those one-to-one meetings. I want to thank you for coming to listen to IPP Thursday for some quick questions and tips, and hopefully we will hear from you because you make the difference and we want to hear what you have to say. Please come back and listen next week to IPP Thursday, and we look forward to having you join us next week.